I believe you are able to see my screen, and please download these materials and raise your hand. Nine students are attending the class. The grace time 5 minutes is over. Only 6 students have raised hand. We are waiting for others to raise hand. We are waiting for SRT. We are waiting for SCRT and Asimi to raise hand. Thank you, Asimi. We are waiting for SRT to raise hand. In the meantime, dear student, all of you, please go to your IDE Spider. Okay, dear student. And next is click file and new file. And cut and paste the profile details. Okay, dear student, your profile details in the beginning of your program. Okay, dear student. And try to avoid, dear student, the triple quotation, okay, for comments, right? Okay, dear student, the reason is more you use this triple comment, the performance of your program will go down. Okay, dear student. So see here, we have used this only once, just only once. Okay, dear student, only once. Even though we can use this multi-line comments, but try to not to use too many times. Okay, dear students. All of you, please lower your hand, dear students. All of you, please lower your hand. 11 students are attending this session. Thank you. When you unzip the file, you will see that we are still in file operations. Okay, dear student. Yes, we are still in file operations, file handling. Okay, dear student. We are still in handling of files. Right, okay, dear students. Please close it. Edit the first return date and the last return date, updated date. and save your program, dear students. Handle files and directory. Okay, dear student, and directory. So just like dir .py. Handle files and directory. So name it in a professional way, not like name one, name two. Okay, dear student, handle files and directory. So it's just I shorten the directory dir. Everybody knows that .py and save it. Dear student. So first is we continue from the last class. Okay, dear student. So writing files. Writing in a file. Okay, dear student. So dear student, in real time, please try to use this hash, this symbol for comment, right? Okay. Since it is not very clear, dear student, yes. Okay, just to that purpose, we are going to use, right? Okay, but real time, please don't use it. When you're working on a project, or maybe exam or interview, you please use the multi-line comment just only once. Okay, dear student, only once. Right. Okay. So here we are using this. The reason is we would like to make it very clear. Okay. Writing in a file. So, dear student, first is please include a library called import. Library called import OS. Okay, dear student, this library is, dear student, this library, the purpose of this library is to handle, just make a note here, to handle directory and files. Okay, dear student, to handle directory and file. It's nothing but folders, right? Okay, folder, dear student, it's folder and files. We need this. So this is a special library, or we can say it is module, or it's a package, whatever may be. So dear student, there are three names. Some professional would say it is a library. OS is a library. We are importing the library, or we are importing, for example, module. Okay, just inside your student. See here, the moment you click this, see plenty of things, a lot of things inside, a lot. Okay, dear student, it means this is a library is carrying a lot of functions. See here, it has a lot of functions, all functions, right? Okay, it has a lot of functions. So import single space and OS and write comments. So this the purpose of this a library is, so you can make a note. To handle yes, directory and folder. Okay, dear student, and folders. I would like to, dear students, see example as a print, right? Okay, simple example. Print OS dot at CWD, and it's a function. It's a function. We would like to know, dear student, where we are currently now. What is our current of see what is meant by CWD? So the meaning of CWD is, so CWD again, please write a note. Dear student, current working directory, current working directory. Okay, dear student, our present working directory, present working directory. So in the examination or maybe interview, you may be encountering questions like this. So get CWD. Right. We would like to know where we are currently now. See, dear student, all of you, please go to, right, okay, and go to a folder. See here, we are currently inside this. And see, dear student, yes, this is our current directory. We are currently working on this directory. It means C:/Python. Sometimes, yes, backslash, no issues. And again slash and script. This is called our present working directory. All our files and Python are inside this. Python is inside C:/Python, and our programs are inside our script. Okay, dear students. So this is called present working directory. So instead of, dear student, coming to here, a copy of this, no need. So now we are okay, dear student. We would like to ask Python to tell me where are we now. Okay, so first time, see, dear student, earlier there was a rectangular logo in yellow color saying that you have just used or just imported OS library, but you never you applied it. Okay, yes, see here now, dear student, I just commented. The moment comment, I'll see this logo. Got it? So what is the meaning of it? It means, dear student, I just imported this library inside this program, but I never applied it or used it. So first time I'm going to use it. The moment I start using of it, this logo disappears. Got it, dear student? So here I'm writing comments. See, this library is to handle, I'm so sorry, handle, okay, to handle directories or folders and files. And next is, what is the purpose, what is the meaning of this CWD? Current working directory or present working directory. Okay, dear student, in Linux or in Unix, we don't use the word current, instead present working directory, PWD. Okay, dear, in Python, right, okay, and in Python, so here, yes, this is in real. Okay, dear student, in Linux and Unix, we use the term present working directory. Present working directory and PWD. Yes. In Python, even though it is not an operating system, it's a language, but Unix and Linux environment, we use the term PWD. And okay, dear student, now you please run it. See here. Look at this console. we have got the present working directory. We are here. See, dear student, right? Okay, it's very interesting, right? We get this and this, both are correct. Okay. Sometimes, dear students, you may be encountering issues with Python. Sometimes it asks you to use backslash or forward slash. Okay. So, dear student, now this is our answer. Okay. Now, next is we're going to, so let's say my file. Okay, you see, fortunately, we got the path. You don't need to go here and cut and paste it. No need to do it. Reason is we have got it. Okay, dear student, we have got it. And next is I'm going to write, yes, let's say language files, language list dot txt, language list dot txt. Okay, dear student, and so this is holding the path name along with the files. Let me just test it, dear student, what it is holding here and what data type it is. Print, and next is type my file. So the type is used to print the data type of particular variable. To print the data type or what data type particular variable is, right? Okay. Now run the program, you can see that. See, it is a string. It is a string. Okay, dear student, it is a string. Now next is, so all of you, we know that this is a new file. And look here, dear student, it's a new file. There is no files. There is no file. Okay, just new file 2 is there, but right, okay, no file. Print. Okay, so dear student, let's say we don't want this line. Okay, just you can comment out. Either you can manually do it, or you can just highlight it, right click it, and right click and comment out. Okay, so in two ways you can do it. If you don't want to this in comment mode, you can uncomment it. See here now, nice. So commented and uncommented, nice. Next is now we are going to write, dear students. So here file, right? Okay, and open. The name of the file is now here, my file. So see, instead of writing the whole file name like this is also right, dear students. See, for example, right? Okay, instead of writing the file name like this, see here, I would like to show you. It's not a professional way. And then you write W. This is also correct. It means you're hard coding the file name with the path inside here. Got it, dear student? It's not a professional way. Instead, okay, instead, what I'm doing is I'm just writing my file here. I'm just writing my file here. So the my file, right, it's holding the path name and the file name, path and file. Path mean file along with its path. This is professional way of writing. Okay, it is open and file name, comma, write. So reason is, dear student, see what is our topic? Writing in a file. We are writing it, right? Okay, and why we used OS this to just to get the directory, right? Okay, from the Python itself. So we asked Python to tell me where are we? Okay, dear student, yes. Got it? So OAS and get, this is a function. So this is a library. Inside there are plenty of functions or methods, and it is one of the functions or methods. See, that's why open parenthesis and closing parenthesis. Okay, dear student, open. So we are just opening it. Now we are, dear student, we are just write. Next is, now we are going to write. So here, so what is the meaning of F, dear student? So F, now again, we are curious to know what F means. Okay, dear student, so like print type F. We learned in the last class. See, it is, dear student, I would text wrapper. So dear student, it is nothing but holding a pointer at details. So F is holding the detail about the point, about the file. It means, dear student, it is holding a lot of things. We learned in the last class, file name, right? Okay, dear students. So what's the file name, where it is, okay, in which mode it has been opened, everything the file is holding it, with which we learned in the last class. Okay, dear student. So here now next is, so the file, it is a pointer and it is holding detailed information about the file. It means my file means a language file, whether it is in readable mode or writable mode. It is in writable mode. And next is, what is a path name? It's a path name. Is it open? So many things. Is it open? No. Yes, now it's open. Yes, yes, it is open. Right? So we don't want it, just uncomment it. Uncomment it. Now next is, we're going to write like, dear student, F dot write. Let's say, for example, Java, sorry, Python. And next is write Python and Java based on the market. Yes, the demand. And C is this. C++. Is See, dear student, I have listed COBOL as well. The reason is, see, Python is in the top, and Java, and next is C and C++ and C sharp, and next is okay, dear students, see, it is in the top. And next is, once the purpose is over, dear student, please close it. This is very important, dear student. Whenever you open a file, after the purpose is over, you please ensure that you're using it. Right, okay. If you don't do it, your file will still in open state and anything can be written. Okay, dear students, so you have to be very careful, right? Okay, when you use file operations, it is not like database, it is the file operations, so very sensitive. You have to do everything with care. So here we've opened the file and we are writing it. Now, dear students, you are going to run the program to see the output of it. Nice. So all of you, dear student, please go to our folder, yes, and language list. Language list has been created just at 9. See the timing? 9, yes. And open it. You have all, but it is not in order. Okay, dear students, it is not in an order. Right, okay. To avoid it, dear student, right, to avoid it. So we would like to write, so we have to use new line character, new line symbol. We know that new line symbol is just slash and lowercase n. It means, dear student, meaning is please write Python and move on to next line. Meaning is please move on to next line. Next is please print Java and please move on to next line. So slash n means please go to next line. Right, okay. We are forcing Python to move on to next line. C and then write C, go to next line. And next is here. Write C++ and go to next line. Next is here. Write C# and please go to next line. And next is write R and please go to next line. Here, write COBOL and please go to next line. Okay, dear student, and save the program and run it. Okay, now dear student, you please go to, now you can see it's nice. It means, dear student, it writes Python first and move on to next line, new line. And next, write Java and please the pointer will come here, right here. Write C++, then write the new line, means C# in next line. So dear student, this is a new line character. So slash n is a new line character or new line symbol. New line character or new line symbol. So when you attend interview, you may encounter interview questions in file operations. So RW mean, dear student, write mode. Write mode. Right here. Right here. Okay, dear student, and we just include comments wherever it's necessary, and slash n. A new line. Okay, dear student, a new line character, new line symbol or character. Those who have done until this, dear student, could you please lower your hand and raise your hand? Those who have done until this, please lower your hand. Our attendance is great. Yes, 16 students are attending this session. 16 students. All of you, please lower your hand and raise your hand if you have done the task. We are waiting for Arenas Safira, and Esati Suryati to raise hand. We are waiting for only one student to raise hand. Arina Safira. Arina Safira, are you there? We are waiting for Arina Safira to raise hand. Arina Safira, are you there? Thank you, Arina. Dear student, all of you, you are on the right track. All of you, please lower your hand. Okay, dear students. See now, next is, so dear student, look here. We have got the path. Am I right, dear student? And we know the path and we applied the path here. We applied the path here and next is, dear student, so we wrote, writing in a file. Yes, we wrote something, right? Okay, dear student. Now next is what happened, dear student. We would like to see the content, right? Okay, we would like to see the content. So this time, dear student, now we know the file and the path name is clearly is here. Now we are going to open the file. See here. OF, and we close it. So we can use the same pointer, no issues. You can use any pointer, or you can name it as mango apple, no issues, but don't name it like this. Okay. So F equal to open, and next is dear student, file name, my file. Okay. My file. This time I'm using R. Reason is, dear student, I'm going to read it. See here, my file. Okay, and single quotation is missing. Now it's fine. Okay, dear student, and next is now you can print. Yes, you can print like print. Yeah, read. Okay, dear student, now we know the purpose. We know the purpose and the difference between read, read line, read lines. Okay, dear students, very important. In the last class we studied the difference. So here now we are opening it. The my file, which is nothing but a language list. In a R mode, it means we are going to read the content, read the data, and see here we have closed it, so we must open it, no other way. And now it is pointing. F is pointing this along with its details, some other details, right? Okay, which mode, whether it's readable, writable. Okay, dear students. Now, next is save the program and run it. We just listed. So, dear students, now just clear the screen, clear the console, and now next is you run the program. You can see that. Okay, you can also make a list like programming languages. Okay, dear student, we just made a title. Yes, we just added title, programming languages. Open file and this. So, dear student, read main, dear student, read mains, please make a note. Right, read. Sorry, in lowercase, right, in lowercase, read. Function, read function. It reads all the data found in the file given. In the file given. Not line by line, dear student, just one reading. Whether it has a billion lines, no matter. So this function, okay, dear student, singular, it function read. The read function reads all the data found in the file given. So the given file is, yes, this is a file, language list, .txt. Okay, dear student, run it. Nice, it reads in one attempt. Okay, dear student, it reads in one attempt. So, dear students, now look here. We have opened the file which is missing. The best practices, the purpose is over. We must close it. We must close it. Now it's nice. Okay, dear, now it is nice. So we opened the file and we printed it. We opened the file and we printed it. And we closed it and we closed the file. Close the file. Yes, the file is closed. Dear student, now what happens? Just all of you, just copy this line, dear student. You're trying to print. After closing the file, what happens? After closing the file, what happens? See, we know that, dear student, we just open it, we printed it, and we closed it. The purpose is over, but we are mistakenly we're trying to, right? We're trying to, dear student, print the content or the data found in file. So it is error. Now, what happens? Okay, run it. Sorry, closed file. See here, it says that, dear student, right? Okay, IO operations on closed file. You're trying to do some operation on a closed file which has been already closed, right? Okay, dear student, which has been already closed. It means it says that the file you're trying to open is not, sorry, you're trying to print something, that file already been closed. So, dear student, to avoid it, dear student, to avoid it, right, okay, you have to reopen the file again. Otherwise, the best way is, dear student, just like this, right, okay. So, like data, right, okay, data found in a file, just like this, found in. Okay, dear student. Right, okay, and just okay, and now you're printing data font. So, dear student, now what I'm going to do is just 1 minute, dear student, just wait for a while. Okay, dear students, see here. Good. Okay. Now, instead of doing this, dear student, just copy the files here. What we're going to read it, and we're going to store it immediately. Data found. That's nice. You're reading it and saving it in a variable. Got it, dear student? In a variable. And you print it. Nice. Data found. So you no need to open the file again and again and again. No need. So dear student, here, when we try to run the file, see when we try to read and print it, we got error message. To avoid it, what we do, we are reading the file and immediately we save the whatever we read it and save it in a variable. And we close the file. And since the variable data found is still holding the data, we can print at any time. So data found. Okay, dear students, we are reading the file and store the data in a variable which is called a data found, and we close the file. The purpose is over, and now next is we are trying to read the content. So here no connection. See here in the past we use f mean it is pointing to this file which already been closed, but here we are not pointing to a file. Instead we are pointing to a variable. We are trying to print the data found in a variable. It's a smart way. When you're working on a project, yes, we use this approach. So this is, dear student, right? It's one way, but we end up with error. This is a smart way. Now run it. Okay, dear student, it is pointing here, right? It's pointing this one. So please comment it and now run it. Nice. Okay, dear student. So primary languages, you can just make note second method. Second method. Right, okay. So here now we are not getting any error message. Data found, it prints. Second method. Earlier, it didn't. Why, dear student? The reason is we read it, we read it and we printed it and we closed it. Then we are again trying to print it. The function is read using read function. We are trying to print something from a file which has already been closed. Okay, dear student, those who have done and practiced these two programs, could you please lower your hand and raise your hand? So here, make a note, print the data found in the variable which is data found. Okay, dear student, which is data found. Which has been closed. Okay, dear student, yes, which has been closed. In the data found in a file which has been closed. Print the data found in a variable, which is data found. Okay, dear student, data found is a variable. So those who have done this two tasks, this one and the second one, please, dear student, lower your hand and raise your hand, please. Excellent. Thank you, dear students. Every student is on the right track and 15 students are attending this session. Thank you. All of you, please lower your hand, dear student. Now, dear student, what we're going to try to do is we're going to read from the file. See, dear student, we are going to read a file and write in another file. Like we read Python and Java. See, example, you please open this file. The name of the file is language list. Okay, yes, name of the file is language list. See, language list. We are going to read it, dear student, and write in another file. So reading here and writing in another file. So we have to open two files. Okay, dear students, two files. Okay, dear student. Now next is now we're going to read file. We need 2 pointers. Okay, dear student, 2 pointers. So first is pointer 1. Okay, dear student. Yes, let's see this one. This is language. Okay. I'm going to close all the student here. I'm going to close all the programs. Yes. I'm going to comment out all the programs. You may use it at any time. Okay, dear student. Yes. This also I'm going to comment. This all. Okay, dear student. Yes, I'm going to comment all. Good. I'm going to run. Okay, good. Nice. So, dear student, this is my file and its path. Next is my new file. Okay, dear student, my new file. When you write program, you have to just write carefully and slowly. A new language list. Language list new. Okay, yes. New language list. Okay, dear student, 2 programs. So one is already existing program, existing file, and this is new file, which we have not created. Okay, dear student, we are going to create and write inside. Next is please open the 2 files. For example, file pointer. Okay, dear students, you can make it like file pointer 1 or example is F1. It's up to you. And open. And next is our file name is this is the one first file. Okay, dear student, and next is which mode you would like to open it. This is, dear student, for reading purpose. I am opening it for reading purpose. We no need to comment because we know that. And my next file is open in another mode. So like F2 equal to open. And now this time it's yes, my new file. Okay, dear student. To avoid the typo errors, yes, you may just copy and paste it. Nothing wrong in it. Because you're copying not the code, just the file name. And writing, we're going to write. So writing operation. So we are going to read the content or data found in this my file, and we write or transfer all the data inside this new file, which is language list new. Okay, dear student, yes, language list new. So now, dear student, we are going to use for next loop. So for example, for I, okay, dear student, for I in, and next is file 1, colon. Okay, dear student, and next is we're going to write it, yes. Okay, dear student, we're going to write it. Carefully, we have to do it, dear student. Like first is F1. You would like to see what is inside, dear student. Right, okay, what is inside? What it is going to print? Okay, dear student, we are not trying to write it. We are trying to write I, okay, dear student. And next is, when the purpose is over, dear student, what we do is close it at the end. So close, and next is second file. It is the best practice. So we are opening the file and we are opening the second file. Next is we are reading the file, data found in the first file, and now next is we are just right. Okay, dear student, right. First is we're going to print. Yeah, we would like to see the student. Yes. Or you can quickly do it. Yes. Okay, dear student. Now you are going to see you're reading from the file 1, and now dear student, we are changing the pointer F2 and dot right I. See, dear student, F2 dot I. So you're reading from point 1, it means pointer F file 1, and write it immediately inside the second file, which is F2. And you're closing the file. Now you would like to see how this new file language list underscore new looks like. Okay, dear students. Nice. All of you, please go to your new file main folder and see language list new. Nice. What did your student? Language list new. See, now, dear student, you're going to remove it, right? Reason is we closed it. We closed it. See, in a professional way, we closed it. Right, okay? So, dear student, please go to your directory, and now next is you're going to delete it. Okay, dear student, and refresh it. Right, okay, and yes. Come to coding part here. You're going to name it. Okay, dear student, like language list. I'm going to give any name. Okay, dear student, I'm going to, let's example, yes, any number, dear student, right? Okay, let's say, for example, 5. So I'm trying to write the content found in this first file and write inside this file. Okay, dear student, I just renamed to new 5. Got it? And I'm closing it. So save the program and you run it, dear student. You save it and run it. You can see, nice. And see now the new file created at 9:34. You can see the computer timing 9:34. What is inside? Yes. Got it, dear student? So transferring files. So it is very efficient, dear student. Right, very efficient. So when you write application for mobile applications, mobile project, and next is importantly telecommunication, defense, right? Okay, military defense, and next is programs like WhatsApp. Okay, dear student, and so mobile app. The Python is really doing a major role, right? Okay, very powerful. Reason is a few lines of code do miracle. Dear student, these things can't be possible in Java language. It is possible, but you have to write a few hundred lines of code. Okay, and I mean few more than 2-3 times of lines, right? Okay, line size. So here, once again, you're opening the first file and opening the second file in write mode, and you're writing it in this new file. See, for I in F1. So you're reading a file, right? Okay, dear student, and you're using write. So read once, immediately it writes inside the new file, no matter how billion lines the first file has. And you're immediately closing it. The reason is, dear student, we are opening a file in a traditional way. It is called traditional reading and traditional writing. Okay, dear student. So later I will teach you um, how to avoid closing of files. See, it's a traditional way of opening. Whenever you open a file like this, you must close it like this. It's a traditional way. When you open a file in this way, traditional way of opening file like this, it's traditional way. Okay, dear student? Right. Okay. There is another method, yes. And for that method, we don't need to close file. It will automatically take care of closing of files. Right. Okay. That we will see soon. So those who have practiced this program, reading, so read the data found in a file and writes the data in another file. Got it, dear student? Read the data found in a file and write the data in another file. So we are reading it and writing it another file. Those who have practiced this, dear student, please lower your hand and raise your hand. Meantime, please comment whether you are able to understand how is the base. Please write in the meeting chart, dear students. All of you, please. Everyone, please write your comments. One word or few words, it's up to you. So Python is really a powerful language. A few lines of code do great things. Just 1 minute, dear student. Just 1 minute. Thank you, dear student. Yes. Attendance is great. Now 16. Okay, dear student. Yes. All of you, please comment. Those who have not commented. Okay. Okay, you mentioned earlier. Okay. Okay, Python, but the errors. Okay, and okay. Excuse me, dear student. All of you, please look here. Danish has an error. Daniel, I just now read Daniel message. Whenever you come across this message, dear student, this type of error message, very simple, dear student. Whenever you come across this type of error message, the solution is, dear student, just go to a program and change the slash. See, like this, forward slash. Just change to like this. Whenever you come across that error, just change it. What did you, student? Right. Okay. This is solution. So all of you look at Danish error message. Okay, dear student. Right. Okay, you missed. Daniel, whether your problem been solved, Daniel. Sorry, Danish. Danish, Imran, has the problem been solved?
Yes, sir.
Yes, dear student. Okay, thank you, Danish, thank you. So, dear student, all of you, please look at here. Whenever you come across this type of error message, encounter this error message like a slash related, backslash, or forward slash related, you just change, right, okay, to the symbol, right, okay, the backslash symbol. Okay, dear student. Now, bring back to backslash, and next is pace was good and able to understand. Pace is great, sir. The pace is just nice. Pace is good. And those who have not commented, please comment. Some of you have not commented. Please comment, dear student. Whether you are able to understand how is the pace, please comment. Thank you, dear student. Thank you. Danny says maintain the pace, and Ayn says maintain the pace, sir. Thank you. Els says pace was good, able to understand. Mohammed says please maintain the pace. Aisha says the pace is just nice. Thank you, dear students. So now, dear student, now look here. We read the path. Am I right, dear student? See, we read the path. Right, okay. And we used this function. What is the purpose of this function, dear student? The purpose is to know the path. Okay, so all of you just run it. We get the path. Okay, just we get the path. And you may highlight, you may just comment out. Okay, please comment out. We no need to run this 2 times. Okay, run it. Yes. Okay, dear student. Now next is I would like to save. Okay, dear student, just like it. Just try, dear student. Just I would like to save it. Right. Okay, and save. So here, printing it and saving it. So example. See. Okay, dear student. Like I would like to save it like V and current working directory. Just I'm indicating that it's a variable. So V, okay, dear student, just indicating that it's a variable. Yes, nice. And next is OS dot get and C WD. What it is, student? We are printing it. And in the meantime, dear student, now I'm curious to know what data type the VCW is. Okay. Type CWD. Okay, dear student. Print CW here, and nice. Next is I would like to print the data found in VCWD. So what we are doing, I'm trying to print the present current working directory. I'm storing the directory in a variable here. And next is I would like to know what type of data VCW is currently holding And next is I'm trying to print. So save the program and this. Okay, see dear student, look here. This, so now print, okay, we got the answer. Got it dear student, we got the answer. Next, I'm using print type. Yes, the type is right this. Okay, dear student, string. Next time I'm printing it. Okay, I'm printing it. Got it dear student? So now next is dear student. Now we are going to apply this here. We are going to apply this here. So now dear student, we are going to be professional, right? Okay, going to now insert. What we're going to do is dear student here. So C and BCW. Okay, dear student, and just do like this, dear student. And next is okay, quotation and again slash and quotation, and next is our file name. Like this, nice. Okay, and here also, dear student, yes, here also you're going to do the same. You're using concatenate, which we learned in the past, adding to strings. Okay, so we do want this and just nice. So dear student, we are smart. We are, what we're going to do is we would like to get the data of current working directory using this function. Yes, using this function, and we store it. So dear student, you just close it for the time being. You close, right? Okay, this, right, and yes, comment it. Okay, dear student. So here this one VCW, it means automatically this one will be stored here, will be replaced here. So VCW is now holding this path, and I'm concatenating it. I'm adding two strings. So dear student, you just remove this C, double single quotation, and yes, remove it. Reason, it is holding a variable. No need. So VCW mean, dear student, it is now attaching C colon slash Python slash scripts plus this symbol. Remember, dear student, this slash is this symbol, right? Okay, and backslash, and next is attached here plus language. Okay, dear, plus language. So again, use single quotation. Got it? And again here, add a single quotation. Okay, dear student. So here C and plus symbol C. A literal, okay, and now equal to CW and C, okay, and yes. You have to carefully, okay, dear student, yes. Language list, yes, okay. It shows some errors. String literal, okay. And now, dear student, okay. Please use double quotation sometimes here whenever we come across this. Yes. Dear student. Let me close it here. Right, okay, and next is we don't need to use double quotation, dear student. No need. Single quotation is fine. Yes. Unterminated string. Okay, line number 69. Okay, unterminated string. Very strange. Okay. Still not. Okay, it's very interesting. Dear student, is everyone is facing this error? Say yes, dear student. Is everyone is getting this error message? Dear student, yes or no? Okay, thank you, dear student. Thank you, Noor. Yes, we will solve it here. It says I terminated. Very strange. Okay. Absolutely, it is fine, but it still shows errors. Okay. Very strange. Very truly, it is very strange. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, please.
I just searched the error in the Google, and the Google give this way in the chat to write the code.
Okay. Slash. Okay. Okay, dear student. Okay. Okay. Yes. So it is looking for this slash. Okay. Yes. See, dear student. Thank you, dear students. Look here. This is a variable, and again, it's a concatenation. This time it is. Remember, dear student, I highlighted earlier. Sometimes it accept backslash. Sometimes forward slash. Okay, dear student. So here two slash this time. Okay. And next is now we would like to first print it. We would like to print what is inside the two file names. Okay. Before we apply this in our project. Yeah. Sometimes we will encounter unexpected error here. Looks everything same, I mean, look fine, and we will still encounter error. Okay, dear student. Okay, it's nice. Okay, dear student. Right. See here. slash, got it? So dear student, you just comment it, please comment it. We don't want this line. You please comment it. Okay, dear student, you comment it and run it. Nice. So now we have even this also no need, dear student. Yes, you can comment it. You can comment this line and you can comment this line. Okay, dear student. Now what you're going to do is, yes, we're going to copy this line and paste here. Okay, dear student, and uncomment the lines, these lines, and comment it. So what you're doing, we are reading the two files. When we are opening the two files, my file, so it is holding, my file is, okay, dear student, it is in this place. And next is we are writing. So this time we are going to change our file name to 7. Yeah, to 7. We're opening the file and in reading mode, file 1. Next is we're opening the file 2 in writing mode. We're reading the content from file 1 and we are writing inside the file 2 and we are closing it. Okay, dear students, we are closing it. And we're going to check whether the program works. Yes, it works. Clear the console. Okay, dear student, yes. And go to a directory, you can see. Excellent. Got it, dear student? It is inside. The content being copied. So real time, when you're working on a project, dear student, right? Okay, no need to go to the file and look for the path. Instead, we just use this function, get CWD, and place and store the path name in a variable and store it here. Use slash and next is write the name of the file. So this is perfect, right? Okay, and single quotation and closing quotations. Okay, dear students. So this is the next way, right? Okay, next of opening and writing files. Those who have done it, dear students, could you please lower your hand and raise your hand? Those who have done it, dear student, please open your, please lower your hand and raise your hand. Since programming, we have to go slowly and yes, we have to practice hands-on. Excellent. Everyone is on the right track. Thank you, dear students. Next is now we are going to, dear student, stop avoiding the traditional way of opening and closing. Traditional way of opening and closing. I don't want to close file every time, okay, because this is a traditional way of opening. But one new thing we have used this time, we are using the path name, right? Okay, and which when directly retrieved from get CWD function. Got it, dear student? Yes. And next is now this is advanced, okay, dear student. with open, and our file name is, this is our file name, yes. That we use from the new file. Yes, we are going to, okay, dear student, yes, we are reading from the new file, yes. And next is R, okay, dear student. Yes, as file. Now, dear student, it is acting as a pointer, like F1C. Now it is like acting as a pointer. So it means we are, dear student, opening a file, right? Okay, and so here that will be, dear student, close all the files, so all the lines here, close it. That we close, right? Okay, yes. With open, okay, dear student, yes, with open, and my new file, this new file as next is as, and here indentation, yes, indentation, okay, right, dear student, very sensitive, so right, okay. Now next is we're going to read, so for example, line by line, for line in, okay, dear student, F1. F1 means this pointer, referring to this pointer. And next is, dear student, we are going to print. For example, we are going to print line. Print line. Okay, dear student, we are opening it. Okay, dear student, we are opening it. And it automatically opens. Not like this. See here, in the past, we open using the pointer. So this time we are opening a file in this advanced method. The reason is we don't need to close it. Right, okay. And for we are using for next loop to read the content or data found inside this file. It has been opened in R mode or operation mode, reading purpose only. We can just do reading, no other things. For line, it is just a variable name used. You can name it as mango, apple, any name as you wish. Even you can just name like I, yes, fine, no issues. Dear student, yes. You can do it, dear student, right? Okay, it is simple, right? Okay, dear student. Now next is, now we are going to see what is inside. See, dear student, we are reading it. So please console, clear the console, and now you run the program. It reads. Got it, dear student? Right. So this time we no need to close files, no need. Python will automatically close, the purpose is over. It reads it and closes it. So when you open the file in a traditional way like this, dear student, you must close it like this. When you open the file in advanced method, right, okay, and advanced way, this is a way. In this situation, dear student, you no need to close the file. Reason, it start with open, Here, we are using pointer. Here, just with open. Okay, dear students, and this is a simple way to read the file content. And now next is, once again, you run it, dear student, yes. Right. It's very good and very fast. Okay, dear student. So you may ask question, Mr. Dawson, which programming language was used to create this Python? Dear student, 99% of new programming languages are created using C and C++. C and C++ in uppercase. C and C++. C and C++. So C is the mother and father of all languages. Even Java, C Sharp, even C Sharp, even Python, even R, right? Okay, even SAS, all SAS. So 99% of new languages, the DBMS, database management systems, are developed, created using C and C++. What does mean, dear student? Everything is possible by C, and everything is possible by C++. But it has some drawbacks, is no doubt. Okay, but the mother of all languages, right? Okay, dear student, the mother of all languages is C, and right, okay, C is the mother. Okay, dear student, and in which language the C was created? Okay, assembly language. Okay, dear student, assembly language, right? Okay, and assembly language. Assembly language. Okay, and next is in which language, okay, dear student, and assembly was created? Machine language. Okay, dear student, machine language. Right, okay, machine language. Right, okay, dear student, machine language. So, which we can't understand. Imagine, so the people who lived in 1960, very intelligent. Okay, dear student, they are the one who created this. Right, okay, and assembly is very horrible language. All right, okay, and but still, dear student, aircon, air conditioner, washing machines, control inside the chips, okay, and right, most of the complex, the car, for example, automation. Now AI, right, okay, dear student, yes, okay, so many things are developed. And next is lift control, yeah, lift control, washing machine, and car automation, right, okay, all is okay, is developed using assembly. Reason, excellent, speed is extremely fast, extremely fast. Just imagine, C is very fast, so the mother of C, so assembly is much faster. Got it, dear student? Much faster. So this one machine, no way, dear student, right? Okay, no way. So C and C++, C is the mother of all languages, all programming languages. Okay, even Python was created and developed using C and C++. Okay. Now, dear student, next is so, dear student, we have used OS library. We imported OS library inside. Now we are going to use furthermore some of the additional functions. List dir, dear student, list dir. See here, you can see, dear student, okay, you can see all the files. You're listing all the files found inside the present working directory. See, dear student, so that's why the virus, right, okay, virus scanner and hard disk scanning tools can be developed using, created using Python language. Right, okay, you can control over the directory and everything. Everything is possible, dear student, right, okay. So OS list directory, and it means, dear student, the current CWD, current working directory. See here, current working directory. Whatever the files found inside here, all here, whatever the file is found inside this here, the Python script. Right, okay, dear student, whatever the things found here, now it is listing it. It is listing it. Now, next is, dear student, I would like to change, right, okay, I would like to change, dear student, right, okay, change the directory. See here, now I'm inside script, right? I would like to change my directory to Python. So when I go to Python, see here, it has, okay, dear students, so many, right, okay, Python times. So I'm going to change my directory. So next is change directory. So OS and change. Okay, dear student, OS change. CH the dir. Okay, path name. I'm going to give a path name. Right. Okay, and so here C and not single. Okay, just sometimes it's okay. You have to specify double. Yes, and what's the name? Python. Okay, dear student. Next, I'm going to print. And before printing, yes, before printing, I would like to print my change directory. Fine, good. And print. So, dear student, I'm changing my directory, right? Okay, using this function ch dir os. And next is I would like to know where I am currently. So using get cwd. Next is I would like to list all the files found inside the newly changed directory. Okay, dear students, here, not from script. So run the program and you can see that. So first is, dear student, I'm going to comment this. Okay, I'm going to comment this. Yes, I'm going to comment all. And okay, clear the screen, console, and save the program and run it. Nice. Okay, dear student, see, look here. Right, okay, and this is still, it is printing it. I don't want to print it. So I'm going to comment all. Okay, next is run the program. See, dear student, it lists all the file. First, see, I change the directory to C colon this. Here I have used double slash, but right, it takes C colon and slash. Next is I listed all the files found inside this folder, this directory. It listed it here. Got it, dear students? Right, okay. So that's why, sometimes the hackers are very smart. They get access to our computers, right, okay, and they can, using tools, everything is possible. They can explore the data found inside our computers remotely, right, okay, it's possible. Okay, dear student, so this is, okay, dear student, even, dear students, so many things can be done. Even deletion is possible, everything is possible. I'm really scared. Okay, so maybe this is okay, enough, dear student. How to change directory, and next is how to list all the files in the directory, and next is how to know where currently we are now. Okay, dear students, so these things we learned today. We also learn how to read the files in advanced mode, advanced way. This is the one. With open. With open means you no need to close files, no need. This is the traditional way and this is the advanced way of opening files. Okay. So how was the class, dear students? In the coming class, yes, we are going to learn another new things. So please practice all the programs we learned today and this week. Okay, dear students. So Tuesday we learn new things and Thursday and today. Please practice before coming to next class. So we are going to learn new things next week and we should all have a blessed weekend. How was the class, dear student? Could you please comment? How was the class today? All of you, please comment. How was the class today, dear students? Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Mohammed. All of you, please comment. How was the class today? Thank you. Okay, library, expressly as library. Thank you, dear student. Class was great today. Thank you, Ain. Mohammed says class was great. Thank you. Able to have firm understanding on the fundamental of file handling. Thank you, Asami. Learned something new. Thank you, Haviza. Because I'm teaching about more than 7 languages, right? Okay, so the syntax, okay, dear student, I have to memorize all the syntax. Dear students, everyone please comment. Learn something new about read and write a file. Thank you, Azia. Noor Fatin, learn new knowledge handling the file. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Noor Fatin. Everyone please comment. Everyone please comment just one word or few words, please. Whether you learned something new and how was the class today, how was the pace today? Yes. Thank you, dear students. All of you may leave now. Thank you, dear student. Thank you. We will meet again on Tuesday. Thank you. All of you may leave now. Thank you, dear student. Thank you. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you.